What is up, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Random 2v2. Today, we're going to be making a lot of ghosts, but not in the usual sense. So usually when I do ghost challenges, I literally only make ghosts. Like, I'll literally max out on them. I'll throw down 100 nukes. What I want to do today is, well, first of all, I do want to make a lot of ghosts and nukes, but I want to make them look as strong as possible. So weakness of mass ghosts is often you will die to like some kind of timing, especially in team games when the armies are bigger. Today I want to do builds that are just the perfect builds to play ghosts with, get into a nice macro game, then throw down nukes everywhere when I'm already safe. I have planetaries and turrets. This episode, ghosts are going to look like the most broken unit ever. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's begin. Okay, first game of the day is with a Terran against a Terran and a random. Now, just the fact that they have a Terran probably means I should go more for the late game here already. If you guys watch Ghost or Grandmaster, one of my OG series, you would know how difficult it is to play at least mass Ghost against Terran, because their early game units just own you so freaking hard, and then they get tanks. So I'm gonna have to do some deep thinking here, because I don't know how I want to do this ideally. I guess the thing that makes the most sense to me is to play mech, actually, and then get ghost as well. It's going to be very gas expensive, but it makes the most sense. Like if I play bio... Hello! Hey, you typed hello first! Oh my goodness! Match made in heaven. If I go bio first and I get all these upgrades to make my units fast, but then I need units to defend, the Marines are not necessarily going to be the best at that. I think I would rather have tanks and later on Thors. What would you like to play? I mean, I've already made up my mind, but I want to give him the illusion of choice, you know? I want him to... If he says, what about some ghost? That would be the perfect scenario. I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe... No, I'm not gonna tell him yet. I think it's too early to tell him I'm gonna make Ghost against a Terran. It could be double Terran even, right? So that doesn't sound like a fantastic idea. I'll keep my teammate in the dark for now. I do want to scout. I guess ideally I would have him scout because I'm doing a double gas here, but it's okay. Marine tank, okay. Solid. That's a very good composition. Nothing wrong with that. I think I'll... If he wants to push, I could accompany him with my tanks. If he's gonna stay defensive, or if the opponents attack us, then we're just gonna go for nukes a little faster. Like, you don't need to go, like, ham like I usually do with, like, 5 Ghost Academies. What you can do... First of all, you could just make 1, of course. But what I like to do is just get 2. Because the 2 nukes at the same time, I feel like it makes it 3 times stronger than 1 nuke. Because it's just... It's kind of hard to catch both of them, right? Especially if you launch them nicely at the same time. Oh, I scouted late, of course. I was like, did I just leave his base so freaking late? But it's because I scouted a bit later. That's okay, though. Wait, is that... No, that was the Terran player, okay. So we didn't actually get the confirmation on the random. Oh, it is double Terran, okay. Double Terran. Let's let my teammate know. A little scary. I hope he has a Reaper. Also never... Did he make the command center before? Oh, no, here it is. Okay. It's... tricky in TVT. I know this from 1v1 very well. If you lose your first Reaper, you could be cooked instantly. So I want to make sure to be together with my teammates. But I have a base where they can jump in, which is going to make that a lot scarier. Probably should have walled this off from the start, the moment I saw even 1 Terran. But that's pretty scary to do when you're going up against a Zerg, which the random could have been, right? Because then you don't have a wall at the front, you get link flooded. We've all been there at least once, I think, so I don't really want that to happen. Okay, so that looks like a 2-Rax Reaper to me. We can fight here. I hope my teammate doesn't... yeah, exactly. If he would have run back, that would have been a little bit of a disaster. This is actually perfectly fine here. This is going to be a nice cleanup for us, for sure. I think we... Please run away. Yeah, okay, thank you. If he went back in there, he would have lost that. And... It was... No, it was... Was it? Now I'm confused, actually. It could have been a double gas, but I still think it was a 2-Rax Reaper double gas. I know this guy's playing double gas, right? Okay, there's something in my main base. I'm gonna ping it for my teammate so he can help me out, because I'm about to do a pretty significant amount of damage here, actually. He does help me out. That is very nice to see. Thank you. What was it, Madeira or something? Madara, yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, my friend. That's gonna be a very nice bit of teamwork there. I'm very tempted to go for the Ghost already at this point, because we did get a nice bit of damage. He's chasing me with the Reapers, trying to lock me in, but he's gonna lose the Hellion for that. Like, once. Okay, so now we definitely need tanks ASAP. And a type ×2, so he realizes. I mean, so far these guys are Oh, he's making tank already. Yes, nice. Once again, an accidental caps lock, but it was appropriate for the situation. You see? Oh, hey, the caps lock worked double here because now he's happy with me being extra happy. An accidental victory, we take those. Okay, so with the tank, he can defend pretty much an infinite amount of cyclones. That's not, you know, it's obviously not literally true, but even with 3 cyclones, you don't really want to attack into a tank. Actually, with this, he can easily defend like 4 cyclones with that amount of marines and the tank as well. Do I go for the second barracks? I think I'm going to make a starport first for like detection. And then we're going to go for the early ghost academies. I wasn't planning to make them this early, but honestly, our position is quite chill right now. 3rd CC going up by Mr. Guy over here. It was really funny. When I was at Homestead Cup last weekend, I talked to a bunch of you guys. Like, I think at least 3 different people told me that they started calling people Mr. Guy now, which I think is just hilarious, to be honest. I don't even know why I started calling people Mr. Guy, but it's just perfect. It just describes random ladder teammates and opponents so well. I can't explain it any other way. It has to be one of the best descriptors in the history. Just Mr. Guy, you know. He's called Bobby as well, which makes it even better. Was it Bobby? Yeah, Bobby is Mr. Guy over here. All right. I'm gonna make 1 Raven. And then I do want at least 2 Ghosts, of course. So let me make another barracks. I hope he's not getting owned. That command center is in danger, so he needs to be very, very careful with that, for sure. Should I get... Let's see. What upgrades do we get here, guys? Since I'm gonna play mech, it would make sense to get an armory. Since I'm gonna make Ghost, it would make sense to get 1 eBay to be exact, because attack upgrades are not gonna be very meaningful here, right? So what I want is just that my Ghost die a little slower. So I guess for that reason, we probably want 1 eBay and 1 or 2 armories. That sounds about right to me. My teammate's gonna move out, which is a little scary, but I'm just gonna go ahead and check. Now, there are a couple things that we have to be legitimately afraid of here. First one is just a frontal attack when my teammate's tanks are not accompanying me. But the thing I was thinking of even more than that is battle cruisers, because it's a 2v2. They're playing Cyclones. It's 2 Terrans. They could totally go for double BC. So what I want to do at some point is just go for a scan and see if I can find the BCs. I think with that scan, they clearly want to go for an attack over here, so I have to make sure to move my army. Like, the thing is, if they siege me with tanks, my base would be in trouble, but I don't know. I feel like there's some space for outplays there and stuff. Do I have a scan yet? I do have a scan. Let's check. Oh, no, it's actually just mass mech. All right. So somehow that's kind of comfortable. I think I would have been way more afraid if I actually did see fusion cores. A lot of factories over here. I mean, he's not wrong. A lot of people playing Cyclones. Now they see that I'm going for Ghost. I'm going to make a sensor tower over here. I hope my teammate should be able to take care of himself because he has tanks. And tanks are just ultra good against Cyclones. Let's see. Did I make my... No, I didn't get my upgrades yet. A lot of... yeah. Against Cyclones, like, the thing is, they're not really that good against Terran. It's just if you struggle a bit with the... like the map control and seizing your units in time, it can really start ramping up the damage they do. Like, for example, I saw like 8 Cyclones there. Every lock-on could be 8 Marines dead, right? If you don't have your tank sieged in time. So that is a little problematic. Okay, I go for nukes. I hope they didn't make a Raven, by the way. Raven somehow is also pretty scary here. Let's see. Yeah, okay, he did make Ravens. Did he see this one? He did see this one, so... No, I don't have energy. I wanted to go for an EMP, but sadly didn't have the energy. That is... I don't know why he keeps scanning me, but that is somehow a really good scan. Like, that scan actually made no sense to do, because he's already scanned that base a couple times, and at this point he should know that I just have exactly this, you know? But he still keeps scanning that base over and over. Okay, so I'm nuking that place first. He's gonna make turrets in the middle, which I'm actually okay with. I'm gonna get at least 1 tank there, which is nice. Yeah, there we go. Exactly 1 tank. I didn't kill anything else. Now, at this point, I'm just going to go for another one. I'm going to EMP that orbital, because why not? This nuke might be seen... Oh, he's going to go for the interference matrix, I can tell. Exactly. I have enough tanks over here, I think. Maybe I need like a little bit of help. Not quite sure if we do. Actually, both Ravens died, which is kind of funny. This ghost has 15 kills, by the way, which is kind of crazy. And, oh, I think my tanks are barely going to stay alive, which is super nice. He's on the flank as well. I really like this flank. He could have actually gone for that if he wanted to, decided not to. And honestly, I respect it. Now, let's see. I think I'm going to drop a nuke over here. And then this is going to have a nuke soon, I believe. Yeah, this is going to have a nuke very soon. Oh, he did scan for that, sadly for me. Good thing I still have this freaking tank alive over here. That ghost is going to get killed now. Exactly. Going to drop another nuke over there. Oh, wait, the ghost is actually still alive. And wait, it's actually going to stay alive. Maybe I can hide it over here for a while. That would be very nice. Another scan. Yeah, okay. He's too good with the scan, so I think we're definitely going to have to go from the back if I want to get a nuke off there. He's going to try to kill this tank. He didn't actually manage. That turret is extremely meaningful. He's going to try landing the Vikings, but that is... No, why are you going there? Oh, that was so dumb. I don't know why that happened exactly, but it did happen, sadly. Okay, we're going to try to seize this one over here. That tank is probably barely in range, exactly. Now, I wish my teammate would have gone for a counter already, because the counter honestly would have secured us so much more. I guess the half of his army probably died to the blue army, if I had to guess. Okay, this time we're just gonna nuke it all the way from the back. I think that makes the most sense. This base is now gonna die. I can't really do anything against... Ooh, that's an annoying hit. Can't really do anything against it, I wanted to say. Gonna go over here. He does scan that, I believe. Yeah, he did indeed scan it. Do I have one more nuke that I... Yeah, I did have one more nuke. Okay, very nice. They're scanning so much, by the way, which is pretty funny. Okay, he left now. Okay. Or is he still here? Well, actually, no, this is perfect fight. Go for it. Keep going. Don't fall back. Don't be afraid. Oh my god, this ghost has 49 kills, guys. That ghost quite literally has 49 kills. I'm gonna nuke that spot. Maybe I can get a nuke on the entire army. This ghost has 51 kills over here, guys. Look at this absolute beast. The one is gonna get dodged, sadly. Now, the eco is all on my side, on the side of my teammate. So that's a bit annoying. Now, this ghost, I mean, it has 54 kills. I'm just gonna hide it for a bit. This did not kill anything, sadly. I think we're gonna go for a little counterattack with these ghosts. He does not really want to attack into this. It's very annoying to attack into a bunch of ghosts, really. Or into a bunch of tanks, sorry. Let's see, I'm gonna bring this one back around. I'm gonna counterattack with these. I think my ghost on the top side has fallen. Gonna drop a nuke over here. Oh, that actually is gonna survive. Oh, okay. These Vikings were gonna land there for a second. Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, he kind of... I'm gonna have to cancel that then. He kind of baited him a little too early, but he's taking a really good fight, so I don't mind. I kind of would have loved if he would have managed to bait them into the nuke successfully. Okay, so the red player really has no eco. I think for the most part, it is my teammate against blue for now. I mean, I'm going to be able to retake my base, which is really nice. Teammate has amazing upgrades, by the way. Shout out to my teammate for how well he's played, of course. Like, this is just fantastic work by him. Credit where credit's due always, guys. Doesn't matter if it's the opponents or my teammate. If they deserve credit, he's definitely going to see that. I like how he scammed. Oh, no, actually, for some reason, my brain thought that turret was already finished. No, it obviously makes sense that he scammed. Okay, we're going to do... And oh, this could be the perfect nuke. He's probably going to try to come over to the right side at some point. I'm going to scan over here. Oh, maybe it looks like a counterattack, actually. Let's see. Here's some minerals. Only need gas, but thanks. I want him to know that I do appreciate him. That was not going to kill anything. Let me just snipe this SCV, because why the heck not? There we go. Yeah, okay, so he was attacking the bottom. Oh, he actually gave me gas too. Thank you very much. Let's see, there's a thingy over there. I could try to snipe that with my ghost. Wait, this is going to be a funny moment here. Let's see. Oh, he's going to go in against the tanks. Looks like he has enough, though. Okay, very well done. Yeah, I'm going to attack those with my ghost, and if he unsieges, then my unsieged tanks are going to walk in. I think I'm going to try to attack the top side. Oh, I tried to move it away like it was my marine. This is going to... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, this is going to take a while. He's not going to unsiege, but he did unsiege in the end. And I'm going to go in here. He does have better upgrades than me. I could tell pretty much instantly. Let's see. What does he have? I mean, I can nuke that. Barely out of range, I believe. Let's see. Is he trying to scan it? He might be able to. Is it out of range of the other tanks? I think it barely is, actually. He's trying to kill the ghost that is nuking. I think it's actually too late. Look at this. Oh, we're going to be able to... Yes. Okay, that is awesome. He unsieged too. So now we're going to be able to get in here. I'm going to drop a nuke on the ramp. There we go. So he's going to have to run away from that. EMP girl leaves. I think my teammate is also popping off in the middle. That's a lot of tanks, so he doesn't have to be afraid for that. But I think he's doing fantastically here. He is going to break through... he knows the opponents. Oh, there's a little bit of, well, I was about to say beef. It's more just like friendly taunting, right? That is funny. I had no idea. Apparently, we were playing against his high school rivals or something. Like, I don't know. This was an absolute banger of a game, though, I have to say. My supply also very high. Obviously, the help of my teammate with the resources was very, very meaningful there. But this was a fantastic game, number one. I feel like the nukes Honestly, most of them didn't pay off. Like I mentioned before, it's very hard to do it against Terran, but the tanks on the defense were very good. The nukes were a fantastic distraction. One factor to not forget about, by the way, is purely the factor that I think they must have dropped like 30 scans to look for my ghost, which is about 6,000 minerals worth of nukes, right? Like, that is an incredible amount of scans that they had to do. And that helped us out a lot as well. I'm gonna come here with my ghost now. I think it's a good time to actually fight head-on. My supply is so freaking... Oh, wait. Oh, sorry for that, because I accidentally hit my mic stand. My supply is so high because they nerfed the ghost. Dude, I felt so much stronger than I was because of this, but it's because they made the ghost 3 supply instead of 2. Oh, man. That actually gave me a false sense of security there. I'm not quite sure if you guys noticed, but at some point there's some 148 supply, and I was like, hell yeah, we freaking cruising. But all right. First things first, massive applause to Madara, fantastic teammate. We beat his high school rivals. I'm glad I could assist with that. And the highlight of this game for me was clearly that ghost that ended up getting 54 or 55 kills, one of my highest kill count ghosts ever. That's fantastic. In TVT, we might have to sharpen our build a little bit, just because I could tell, even though the game went well for us, if my teammate wasn't so good, it probably wouldn't have gone well for us. So maybe next time against Double Terran, I really have to get a couple more factories, get a couple more tanks out, maybe a Thor or 2 against the Viking Liberator, and then go for the nukes. Still, a fantastic game, fantastic warm-up game. Let's keep it going. All right, the second game is with Never Die, a Protoss player against a Protoss and a Terran. Now, I feel like I know everyone in this lobby. I definitely remember Ivan from a recent episode where he was my meching teammate. Never Die. There used to be a French Protoss called Never Die who I'm pretty sure always did DT rushes. Now, this is like a decade ago, so I have no idea if this is still the same guy or not. And I think the other guy on the enemy team I also remember, but I wouldn't be able to quite tell from what. Something clicks in the name and portrait combination for the most part. Like, I don't know why, it just... My brain has linked those two together, and now I know that I know that guy, but... Whether he was a Phoenix guy or a Cheeser guy, I have no freaking idea. Now, we're playing an Undercurrent, which is one of my favorite maps in the pool, actually. A big reason is that I just love maps that are slightly different. I think it's a pretty cool element in 2v2 to have a back base for just one person. Like in a 1v1, if you have a back base, what it means is that everyone gets a free base and there's no pressure to be had on the expansion. Gonna go air, okay. But if in 2v2 it's just one, then someone still has to expand on the outside, or not. And then there's a couple of different ways you can go about it. For example, if you have a Zerg teammate, you can have the Zerg take the back base. Well, I was going to say first, but obviously they're the only one that are going to take it. You can have the Zerg take the back base, and then they don't have to make Zerglings because they're completely safe from Reapers and stuff, right? But if you let the Protoss take it, Protoss can even go for a Nexus first and take the back base, which is also pretty strong, because then they can get double chrono boost on their probes and have a pretty insane economy. So there's a couple of ways you can play it. And one thing I like to do when you have a Terran teammate is then you can actually be safe, because the non-Terran can take the back base, and a Terran can build the CC on the high ground and lift it over later. So there's a couple smart ways to go about it. This time, he just decided to take it, and I'm completely fine with it. Maybe I would have even preferred the Nexus first, actually, but it is what it is. Now, this scout is pretty late, exactly, but I just wanted to see if there was anything, any information I could catch whatsoever. Let's see. Oh, I'm not sure why I'm making a Marine, actually. That was a mistake. Wait, is he going to try to get to the pillar? No, he wasn't. Okay. If you guys didn't see that video, you can actually get on top of the pillar. Let's see. I want to catch that Reaper. Come over here, Mr. Reaper. I challenge you to a duel. Ah, he ran away. That's unfortunate. Then I'm just going to do this. Wait, he also made a Marine. We both did the same classic builder mistake, actually. If you play double gas, you're not supposed to make a Marine. But I don't know if he did it by mistake, but I did it by mistake, and now we both did it. So in the end, the result is the same. Should be able to kill at least one worker here. I kind of suck. I'm still going to get it, I think. No, I suck again. My bad. Sometimes you just suck, guys. Happen to the best. Oh, he's not going to kill my Reaper. Oh, that is very nice. All the mistakes I've made, and never mind. I was going to say, and I'm not going to get punished. Sometimes I need to stop talking, guys. Like, everything I said there was just wrong. I'm like, at least I'm going to kill one work. Never mind. Oh, no, I'm still going to... Never mind. At least my Reaper's going to... Never mind. Sometimes I talk too much for my own good. You guys already knew that, of course, because I talk way too much in general, but it is what it is. Let's see if I can get this Marine. It's 2 Stalkers. There was a probe there. That probe... I mean, he could just be going to take the gold base, but I do want to check. Yeah, I think they were going for something here, right? Probe moving out, maybe. Could be a little sus. Could be Blink Stalkers, DT, stuff like that. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. This game I opted for a 1-1-1 instead of... What did I do last game? 2 barracks and 1 factory, I believe, right? Yeah, this game we're going to go for the 1-1-1. This is a very nice opening to be safe, by the way. Because Banshees can counterattack, they can defend. In case you defend with them, they're going to need detection to attack you, which is very annoying, right? Even if you think Terran has scans, you don't really want to be using scans against Banshees. It's like, the Banshee can usually just fly away and then you've lost 200 minerals because you couldn't launch the mule for it. Let me just check if I can see anything meaningful. Tank over here. There's no Nexus. Raven? I'm kind of feeling DTs here, to be honest. My spider sensors are going off. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the Raven. I'll make a bunker at the front as well. DT should hit about now, by the way. So what we can do against it... Let's see, I have 2 scans right now. I'll save them for a bit. What you can do against it is just periodically look at the front, basically. Sometimes it's hard to catch them. Okay, so I see a couple Stalkers over here. That is... Oh, it's a Cyclone drop. I wish my teammate would be able to deal with that. Oh, he's going for the Stalkers. I mean, I kind of respect it because he saw there's not enough Stalkers he can kill, but that's the problem. Stalkers can recall, and now I took a lot of damage. I'm going to ping it for him again. Marines cannot chase that down, my friend, so you're going to have to do something about it. He's really taking a lot of damage because of this. All this time, he still didn't notice, I believe. But, okay, there we go. He's finally going to come back and clean it up. Yeah, we took a little more damage than we should have there. But my Banshee's also going to do a little bit of damage. Now, he does have a scan. He's not going to use it together with the Blink Stalkers. That is nice for me. If I was him, now I would actually use the scan because it's enough Blink Stalkers to kill it, I believe. Gonna ping that for him as well. If you play Phoenixes, you do have some duties. Like, that's why you play Phoenixes, because you counter everything, basically. Like, on the defense at least, right? So, yeah, a little bit too much damage over there. I think together with the Banshee, we are... I would say as a team, we're slightly behind. My teammate is quite strong, though. There's an observer. That observer is gonna be able to speed up. And I think me personally, you know, I'm in a pretty bad spot here. But it's nothing that we can't recover from, I would say. What I'm gonna do here is I'll make 2 more Banshees. And then 3rd CC. And then we're gonna go for the Ghost after that. I think that sounds about right. Like, I don't want to rush it too much because it's Blink Stalkers plus tanks. If I go for Ghost against that right now, it's a really big chance that we just die. Especially because my teammate's playing Phoenixes, right? Phoenix tank, really good combination. Because the Phoenixes can lift everything that jumps on the tanks. Like, for example, Zealots or even Blink Stalkers. And the tanks can just kill everything that, you know, tries to kite the Phoenixes from far away. So super, super good combination. Teammate's getting a lot of damage done. This game so far, to me, feels a little bit like the teams are a little desynced. Like, the Phoenix player didn't do exactly what I wanted. And now, it's kind of the opposite, where the Blink Stalker guy should have been helping the Terran, but he wasn't helping him, so this Terran died all the time. So, it's a little bit of a desync between the teams so far. But that's okay. I guess that is a big part of random 2v2, of course. Let's see. I think it's time for Ghost Academy number 1. Last game, I made a bit of a mistake by making 2 Ghost Academies at once, because Nukes build very fast, actually. It's like 35 seconds or so, I believe. But Cloak builds very slowly. I think it's like 86 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So, it's 2 turrets over there. So, if you make 2 at the same time, you're still going to have to wait. Actually, this was a bad move by me. Yeah. Like, normally you don't make turrets to counter the Phoenixes. At least not that many. But the Terran felt way more vulnerable to me than the Pro does, because he has Observers plus Blink Stalkers. So now I'm kind of trapped in an awkward spot. Gonna get 2. Actually, just 1 barracks over here. Oh, maybe I can snipe those. No, I was paying attention. Doesn't have the upgrade yet for the Cyclones, which could mean something about his economic situation. Now, this is a really good link up here, because I can tell on the minimap that my teammate is in the opponent's main base. That's what happens when you scan Banshees a lot of the time. Like, the Banshees just go away. So that is pretty painful for him. I'm going to add the 2nd Ghost Academy now. But because my teammate was in the main base there, I knew that the Stalkers were going to be following him. And that way I could get in and do some damage. Yeah, right now I would say we're actually in an advantageous spot again, so that is great. Teammate getting a lot of damage done with the Phoenixes. Even though he didn't take the exact approach that I would have liked, he is doing perfectly fine with what he has, so nothing to complain about there. Now, what my goal here is, or my role, I should say, is to spread my tanks well so that I can defend all of our bases. Like, my teammate has the tanks. That's an observer dying. Very nice. My teammate has the phoenixes, so he can harass and he can defend the smaller units. I need to make sure that he doesn't get overrun by stalkers, pretty much. And now I'm gonna go for... Actually, yeah, I'll take over this one, because why not? Gonna be able to get 2 nukes at the same time, which is nice. I have a lot of tanks here. I have... Okay, yeah, this is what he needs to deal with, right? Because my units don't deal with that, pretty much. Even the Marines are just not good against it, so he needs to... Yeah, he's not gonna deal with it. You can definitely tell, like, my teammate is good at what he does, but the teamwork is definitely a little lacking here. Like, he just wants me to deal with everything that's on my side, and he deals with his own stuff, basically, you know? But very often in 2v2, that is not the right approach here. Like, even if 10 Zealots run in here, I would lose the tanks, which is a bit problematic, right? Now, could I go for a turret snipe? Okay, good that I scanned there, because that would have been painful. Yeah, exactly this. We're going to be losing a lot of tanks here, and he's going to struggle with that later on, because he needs those tanks to defend the Stalkers. Because I could have moved my Marines up a little earlier, because it wasn't that many Zealots. Like, the thing is, if you have Marines at the front without upgrades against enough Zealots, or let's say Zealot Archon, all the Marines die, and I kind of want to keep them alive. But I guess if he's not going to defend the tanks with the Phoenixes, I will put my Marines over there. Got my first 2 Ghosts, I believe, right? Yeah, nukes are going to finish in time. Oh, he made a Viking for that. It's kind of annoying, actually. Well done by him. He went for a scan. Ah, he wanted to scare me into them. I think I'm going to lose them to the turrets, but at least it's going to be a decent distraction. Maybe 1 might live if I'm lucky. Yeah, 1 is going to survive, actually. Actually, 2 survive. Guess I might as well just target this one. It's a really good distraction, by the way. Fantastic distraction here. Because he's gonna... Well, actually, if the Protoss might have not even responded. That would be unfortunate if that was the case. We're gonna go for the double nuke. Protoss army up. Let's let him know in case he didn't see it, of course. I'm gonna move my Ghost over there. And I got a... I hope he doesn't... Please go away. Okay. I didn't want to have to cancel that. Oh, but it's Stalkers! Oh my god, that is brutal. That is... I got a bunch of hits on the Stalkers as well. Yeah, that was disgusting. What a fantastic hit there, guys. That's exactly what you love to see with those nukes. I was just going for the probes. Like, quite literally, I was just going for the probes here. Wait, now also the battery dies, so now we can keep this Banshee over here. 17 kills on that Ghost, by the way. We can keep the Banshee over here, and if he tries to bring probes back, they're going to instantly die to that Banshee, which is very nice. It is a really big army on the top side, and I can't deal with the Zealots. Maybe I'm going to ping that for him, so he wants to come back at some point. The Protoss is still distracted, which is very nice for me. I'm going to try to double nuke the Terran now. I killed a War Prism there, I believe, which is nice. Okay, these tanks, well, at least 2 of the tanks are probably going to die. It's really not the worst trade ever, though. Yeah, I'll just drop some EMPs, because those he can't... Oh, he does have a couple of Void Rays. Those he can't lift, by the way. Archon's count is massive, so they don't actually get lifted. That is... Block it! Block it! Okay, here, the Phoenix came back, so that's good enough. Okay, so we're going to go for 1 nuke over here, and then I'll drop a nuke from the high ground. More Ghost Academies are on the way now, because we are already pretty well situated. That's a misclick base, and that's going to annoy me, so let's bring that back. I don't think he's here in time. Yes, we got a couple Cyclones with that too, and this one is going to... Oh, never mind. I don't know what happened there, actually. I thought I already sent that, but apparently not. Not quite sure what... maybe they were out of range, or I pressed stop or something. Who knows? But I mean, so far the nukes are doing fantastic. My supply here is very low, by the way. Keep that in mind. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a planetary over here. I think that's very smart. This Ghost got 1 kill, so he did manage to click those away in time. Phoenixes are doing very well in the main base. I think I'm killing a Liberator here. I am killing a Liberator indeed, so that is great. That Ghost does die. Oh, I can probably save this one, actually. Fix my rally just in case. Actually, maybe I'm going to bring my Raven to the middle. So if there is an observer here somewhere, we can snipe it. Like, observers are obviously my biggest enemy here, right? Let's start a couple more, get the armor upgrades as well. I haven't seen any. I'm just going to drop a nuke. Actually, 2 nukes would be nice. 1 from each high ground, I think. We will drop 1 over here as well. Nuking the army is not a play that works often. But if it works, you kill the entire army, and it's incredibly satisfying. So, oh my goodness, his army's still right there, guys. No, he moved it last second. Okay, that one hits. That one barely does not hit, sadly. I'm just going to drop it again. Wait, what I'm going to do here, we're going to go for a pro gamer move. Okay, never mind. He's not coming. I was going to say I'm going to nuke the spot where the Ghost is, because he might just click his units there. I'm up at 83 workers, which is very nice. Let me make sure to turn this into a planetary so he's safe. This one doesn't hit. And now we're going to split out the ghost a little bit again. So what my teammate's job here really is to go for carriers, really, more than anything else, because carriers would be the best unit we can have. If he doesn't go for that, if my opponents become too strong, of course, because they are 2 players, I'm gonna have to make a couple more mech units as well. I think what would be smart for me to do is just prepare the armories already, like go for the upgrades now. I'm just gonna keep taking bases. Like, they are taking the approach of we're getting nuked, so I'm just gonna play extremely scared. I am completely fine with that. Like, I can roll that game. Now, this map has a lot of high grounds that you can nuke from, which is pretty disgusting. Oh, was that... Did I just run for my own scan? I think I might have, actually. Okay, so let me drop a couple of EMPs on the army over here. It's a lot of planetaries I have. Okay, those Void Rays might actually struggle. I don't think there's an observer here, so we can fight this pretty easily. That planetary was incredibly meaningful, by the way. I think both of his mineral lines have now disappeared. Do I? No. Okay, there's no detection there. Oh, he's going to be able to kill this planetary, sadly, for me. He might try to scan this. I'm just going to try and... You know what? I'm just going to run over here all the way. I think that's okay. Now, he's going to struggle with defending this a little bit for sure. I'm going to have to run back. I'm actually going to wall this off real quick so they can't run into the main this easily. Let's see, I'm just going to bait them back to this planetary. Like, if his... oh, this is a really nice fight here in the planetary, for sure. I think I need his army to come back. Oh, this nuke is going to land fully, which is absolutely massive. There we go. So that base is pretty much gone as well. Let's see. If he wants to fight, I can EMP the Stalkers for him. I need to make sure his Phoenixes do not want to be under there, because that would be painful. And alright, the situation of this game now has changed very drastically. Please just lift all of the zealots. Thank you. Because my eco is still pretty good. Their eco is pretty bad, but also not the worst ever, right? Oh, like, if he can kill the Cyclones, that'd be the best thing ever. Like, he needs to kill the Cyclones, and all of a sudden I can move across. And my teammate's economy is absolutely garbage, because he was knocked back down to 2 bases. He's gonna kill all of those Cyclones, which is really, really, really nice. And now maybe we can go on the map together. I think our army is pretty freaking massive together, so that sounds like the best idea. Do I have another CC? I do not have another CC. I think I should probably just go for a nuke on the right side when those are going to finish. Let's see. I think we can just go for it. Yeah, exactly. They don't really have anything left, please, my friend. I'm going to lose my ghost if you don't go for the lifties. Exactly. There we go. I also have the turret for detection if I need them. Guess I'm just going to drop a couple of those turrets already. Make sure to kill the turrets. I mean, he has Void Rays too, so he can do a pretty good job of that, right? Like, Void Ray is extremely good against turrets, of course. He has a couple of Marines that I can kill pretty easily. In fact, at this point, I can also kill the Cyclone pretty easily. I'm actually going to drop a nuke over here. I need to be afraid that my teammate walks into my nuke. I wanted to say flies into my nuke. But there we go. All right. Very close game here towards the end. My teammate had 133 supply. Definitely the strongest player here. The enemy Terran had 30 supply and I had 80. But here you can really see the effect of the worker kills, right? Because this Protoss, I don't think... Let me see if I was wrong. Okay, so when we counterattacked, there were about 12 workers here. But look at the worker count of this Protoss. This Protoss had 26 supply, guys. 24 workers. That's just pure power of the worker harassment. This Terran, he had a fully mining base, but this nuke actually popped off. The reason it did pop off is just because of the pure chaos. If you're wondering why didn't he just kill the ghost that was right here, it's because he was attacking over here, the other Protoss was attacking over here, I was nuking these bases at the same time, they were in my natural, and that's why he missed it, and that's where the nukes are by far the strongest, when there's just like pure distraction, pure chaos, no one knows what's going on. And after this, we actually had, well, I was going to say we had the better eco, I was still resaturating my bases, that's why we didn't. My teammate didn't really have a base to mine from. I would have had the strongest eco followed by the Terran, but that was a fantastic game, but I'm not done yet. Let's go for game number 3. All right, game number 3 is with a Zerg against a Protoss and a random. Now, we know that Never Die is an Airtos player, and that is really scary for the Ghost, to be honest. Like, I know Ghost can be pretty good against Phoenixes, but realistically, it's not the best opener anyway. So I might have to do something else to begin with. Like, for example, maybe I could even play 3 racks, actually. 3 racks into Go sounds pretty dumb, but I mean, if the situation calls for it, who the heck knows, right? Any game plan? I'm not sure. Never Die plays Skytoss. I mean, it's probably not surprising to hear that in 2v2, because a lot of people abuse the Skytoss in 2v2, but It's still an important thing. Actually, if my teammate would play Corruptors, then I don't have to deal with it, but it's not an easy thing to play. Oh, okay. See? Very nice. Actually, okay, I have an idea. What I'm gonna do, the other guy was random, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go for 5 units from a double gas and specifically try to damage Mr. Oh, he's actually blocking the gateway. Maybe. I'm gonna try to do damage to this guy to delay his Skytel stuff. That's gonna be the first part of the plan here. Because I'm not necessarily trying to strategize my way into winning, but more into getting into a comfortable Ghost game against a Skytals player, you know? Because I want to make the Ghost look strong today. Rather than just outright winning, I want to win with Ghost, so I need to formulate my plan for that. Oh, double Protoss, okay. In that case... Oh, it's Nexus first. That's even better for me. In that case, my teammate should be playing probably just very high drones and just make Link Corruptor. And I can just complement his army composition. That is probably how we should play. But I also don't want to overload him with like expectations and builds and whatever, you know. So I think I'm just gonna... He already said he wanted to make Corruptors. If it ends up being the case that he plays Corruptors against Skytals, I'm completely fine with that. And besides that, I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Plan for me is still on. Especially against the Nexus first. I think my early Reaper Hellion can really do some serious damage. Okay, he's gonna save that drone. I can actually snipe that probe. So cybernetic score is only on the way now, so that's very nice. Here we go. Let me take care of that probe. I'll go into the main base, start my factory. That was a Zealot finishing, I believe. I think I saw that in the corner of my eye there. I'm gonna be able to kill another probe. I'm gonna jump in. Even if the Zealot's here, I don't really care about it, to be honest. Like, this is really annoying for him, right? Super annoying to have to deal with this. This is why you don't play Nexus first against Terran, by the way. Is literally because of this one Reaper right here. Can I kill it? No, okay, that was too greedy by me. You guys saw what I was trying to do there, right? I knew I was gonna get it, but I was trying to kill it and escape. That was maybe a little bit too much. Okay, I think as follow-up, I'm actually gonna go for that 3 racks plan. And then, if they're very greedy, maybe we can go for like a big timing attack. If they're not that greedy, I already have the extra barracks for the Ghost, so that could be a good plan. I mean, we're gonna have to see. I really have no idea how this is going to work. I have enough units to kill that easily. Let me just focus the adept first, of course. That adept is going to die. I do not want to lose a Reaper. Oh, I actually clicked the wrong unit back. There we go. I do not want to lose any units, really. I was like, I don't want to lose the Reaper. Like, wait, I don't really want to use any units here. So, yeah, I can easily kill that if my teammate helps me out here with the links. Let's click this Hellion back, at least. You can go back. Make this into an orbital. That one is gonna die very fast. He's trying to kill my Reaper. Obviously not going to work. That was a little bit of a misclick by me. I guess we're just gonna go repair my Hellions. I mean, at this point, if he's going for a Stargate, he will already have an Oracle out anyway. So there's not any rush for me to move out. My teammate's moving across. Well, then there is actually a little bit of a rush. Did I hear a Phoenix or did I hallucinate it? I think I hallucinated it. Happens to the best. That's an instantly dead Stalker, which is fantastic. You know, judging by how well this is going, I think we're just going to go for the Ghost Academy already. We have enough units that we can do some serious damage, even if there is an Oracle on the way. Now, remember what I said last game, guys? I did know a guy called Never Die, mostly for playing... Okay, so there's a Stargate. Mostly for playing DTs. So this could be DTs. He made the classic mistake. Every time I see someone do this, I call it out. Prismatic Alignment. It's so funny to see people do it, man. Gosh. I'm gonna say it again. Prismatic Alignment only does something extra against armored units, aka not a single one of the units that we were attacking with here, okay? What he did by activating Prismatic Alignment is make his Void Ray slow. Nothing else. And I know I've said it 5 times, I'm gonna keep saying it every time until I see no one do it again, okay? Because it's just... I mean, it's very comical, to be honest, to see it so often, but still. I want to take care of my homies, you know? Okay, so the moment these upgrades finish, I'm gonna swap it over. I'm pretty safe against Blinkstalkers already. There's really nothing better you can have against Blinkstalker than, like, Link Siege Tank, to be honest. I don't want to move out anymore because it's too many Stalkers. He didn't get the wall off there. Okay. I kind of like this because he's gonna lose all of the Links. Probably not kill that much, but he's gonna pull them back. It's just a really good distraction overall. And I'm gonna go for the second Ghost Academy. You know, I always thought there must be some kind of good build you can use in a 1v1 where you just rush a nuke. Like, if you play against some styles, like, for example, let's say you play against a Skytos player in 1v1. How they defend is they sit behind batteries and maybe even cannons, right? So, if you just do a push with one nuke, and you just sit behind a couple tanks and your marines and you actually defend your ghost, you could just one-shot all of the static defense. And it's not even that crazy of a commitment. Okay, I do want to help my Mr. Guy over here, of course. So let's move my army. He has Blink. We might be able to get a nice surround on it, to be honest. But I also don't want to YOLO it. I'm going to have to send a couple of marines back. I just want to make sure that I defend this base, really. That is the only thing here. Might be able to get the Void Rays. He has Prismatic Alignment on. He doesn't know he can cancel it. Oh, that's another tip, guys. I saw someone say in the comments, you can indeed cancel Prismatic Alignment, and he would indeed have saved both of those Void Rays, okay? And what do Void Rays cost now? 250, 150 or something? They're very freaking expensive, so please save your Void Rays, okay? We need to start preventing innocent, unnecessary Void Ray deaths, okay? That's my goal here. Now we're gonna go for the double... Oh, wait! That is a massive nuke spot. Can you move it? Then I don't have to scan. If I scan, it feels so obvious. No, here. Where are you going, my friend? You're going the wrong freaking way, buddy. Oh, well, it is what it is. Okay, so the nukes are about to finish. I need to put this on hold fire, of course. I'm just going to put it hold fire. I'm just going to walk over here into the main base, get my attack upgrades. I'm going to nuke this base from here. And this base, I'm just gonna frick it. There we go. Did I? Well, I sent it a little bit further away, but that's okay. Oh, he killed one of my tanks, but he had to blink forward for it, I believe. So now my teammate Zerglings are gonna pop off. One of those nukes was spotted. I don't think the other one was spotted, to be honest. Oh, it's so close. It's gonna kill a good couple workers still, right? Oh. Carriers. Okay, so there is indeed Skytos. My teammate's over here. This ghost is about to die. Yeah, here's the thing, guys. I've said this a couple times in the past. We don't get this situation very often. Ghosts are just disgustingly bad against carriers, okay? Like, really just absolutely horrible. So I need my teammate to do something there. I mean, I can get a lot of Marines out. I think Corruptor should be a way better fit here. So I hope... I don't know why I put it there. It's a bit of a mistake by me. Should have put my flying orbital there already. I need my teammate to deal with the carriers. That's the best idea. He's going to kill a lot of workers over here, which is a fantastic play. And so far, the nukes surprisingly didn't do that much damage. But I would say they didn't do that much direct damage, right? I think they... let's see. I have one thingy over here. I'm going to stim... my Marines. Oh, actually, I accidentally clicked everything there. Transfuses would be nice. He's not going to be able to transfuse that in time. Probably because he was focused over here. That's a little unfortunate, but it's also not the biggest deal ever. I think we're going to go for a double nuke on the same guy's bases now. I think that is the best idea I have. Oh, actually, he was covering that with cannons. Unfortunately for me, that's also a cannon. But maybe I can walk into the main base without him. Of course, there's not a cannon over here. He can kill that, by the way. I don't think he realized he could have killed that. He's not going to be able to get it in time, I think. Cannon's going to die. Oh, no. Barely not. Okay, so there's something attacking me. That is probably Mr. Carrier. It's only a couple carriers for now. I'm still going to need my teammate for that, though. I'm going to put 2 EMPs on that. I can repair this one, but if he targets it, probably not forever. Well, he doesn't have upgrades. Does he have Corruptors on the way? No, he went for the Hydras. No, that's the worst thing I've seen today. Hydras to count. No, please not Mr. Hydra. I've been here so many times. It just hurts my soul to see people make the wrong unit to counter carriers. Okay, so he made Hydras and Corruptors, at least, okay? Not happy with the Hydras, but at least he has Corruptors too. And that's going to make this much better. I'm trying to help him with the Interceptor problem. Yeah, he actually has enough. He's going to have to recall there. Okay, thank goodness he also made Corruptors, okay? If it's just Hydras, just saying, guys... Those things are such an incredibly overrated counter to carriers and BCs and things like that. I see it very often when I do it on the ladder. They just suck against capital ships, okay? Straight up, they just suck. No. Okay, well, that's barely not in range somehow. So yeah, if you want to make a good counter to those, you just go straight for the Corruptors, because then you can make more of them. In this case, it was actually the perfect amount because he was able to escape. It's gonna land! Oh, 25 kills, baby! That's what I'm talking about. This one was also gonna land, but sadly there were no probes over there. Wow. It's actually funny. I feel like this game, the nukes that have worked were the ones that should have been the most counterable. Like, the sneaky nukes didn't get that much done, but when I nuked it in, like, full vision, once again, just because my opponents were distracted, those are the nukes that actually did pop off, so that is very funny. I'm just going to siege a thingy over here. I'm just going to keep sending some more ghosts across. Like I mentioned before, Nukes built pretty fast. I'm now getting a third Ghost Academy as well. Yeah, I'm going to have to help him with this problem, sadly. See, that is obviously my job. I wish he would attack that a little faster. We're going to get some nice EMPs, but he's going to lose... Ah, that sucks. Okay. I guess that is my fault there. Because I couldn't have expected him to know that I was coming fast enough, right? Does that make sense? Like, he should have attacked there. That would have been the best play, but maybe he wouldn't, you know... He didn't know that he could trust me with that, pretty much, so... That is my bad. Should have made it a little bit more clear to him. Let's see. This one is going to land on a lot of cannons. We actually landed just in time. And we're going to land on the base over there. Okay. Let me ask him if he needs money, actually. Because it's a thing that I criticize a lot of players for. And sometimes I don't do it myself. I'm just going to send him everything I have, okay? Because I am the rich one here. I have 4 bases. My opponent, or my teammate... got knocked down to 2. We need to help him out here. We got to be good to our allies. So we gave him a lot of money. That's a lot of corruptors, by the way. I think I'm going to make a couple more barracks so I can get some more anti-stalker stuff out. Because I think with this amount of corruptors, he has +1... Or really good by him to get the armor upgrade, by the way. Instead of the attack upgrade there. Oh, that's 2 stalkers. That's kind of annoying, actually. Could he help me with this? I think he could help me with this. Like, he just needs to send his ground armor, really. I think he has they have the watchtower. Oh, no, he was just walking there. Oh, there we go. I can kill observers pretty easily with this, by the way. So we can actually totally kill this if we want. Okay, here we go. We're going to go for the attack. If we get a surround, that would be very... Oh, those are just corruptors, actually. Okay. Oh, no. We need Mr. Corruptor. No, the units are misplaced. Okay. I'm trying to manage my own army and my teammates at the same time. Yeah, this is a perfect fight. Okay, here we go. This is actually exactly what we want. I'm going to get some EMP on those carriers real fast. I just hope he fights. He needs to fight now. If you please bring the corruptors back. The corruptors are back. That means he's going to be able to jump on the carriers. There's still enough links for the cannon fodder, which is a very, very good news here. I'm bringing my tanks forward as well. Let's get these over here too. So the carriers are now going to die, which is really good news. I think the stalkers, like, he can just go over it. At this point, the best thing he can do is just go for the carriers, so he makes sure to kill them. I'm going to siege these a little bit further back. He blinked forward, which is going to be a pretty painful trade for him, actually. So really not that sad about this. Let me make sure to kill that. The upgrades on the Stalkers really brutal, by the way. Like, they actually freaking hurt against my... Is it? I have 1-1, right? Yeah, I do have 1-1. Dude, I tried to hotkey these like 4 times already. Come on. Here we go. If he blinks forward, he's going to get cooked by those Zerglings, so he does not want to do that. My money is extremely high because I guess at some point I kind of just lost track of making more barracks to make more ghosts and stuff because I wasn't entirely sure what to do. Teammate's doing a very good job with the links. Once again, guys, I really had some good allies here today, you know? Really, really cannot complain. Like, I know sometimes you guys like to complain about my teammates because realistically, sometimes we have rough teammates, but today... I don't think I've had anything to complain about at all. Like a couple of mistakes here and there. By me as well, of course. So it's pretty much even. If we're gonna, you know, count the mistakes only. But yeah, very, very happy with what I've seen so far. Really, once again, I love to think that I've had a positive impact on 2v2 ladder skill, you know? Because I definitely noticed since I started doing more ladder that more high-level players are laddering and stuff. So I do like to think that. See, actually, I should get the turret and range upgrades. How many links does my guy have? I do not see... Oh, here are the links. Yeah, the problem is that he has a freaking 3-3 stalkers. Like, I don't mind the regular stalkers, but the 3-3 stalkers are incredibly painful. Nice EMP there. EMP always going to be super nice against stalkers together with links. Like, here's the thing. Stalkers are okay against links because you can kite with them, but if there's bio units shooting your stalkers from behind while they're just tanking, that is really not easy to deal with. Oh, I had even more... what's it called? I had even more barracks than I thought to hotkey. Okay, let's get a couple of medevacs out here. The corruptors are still alive and kicking, I believe, which is exactly what we need, of course. Corruptors. Oh no, they went for the counterattack. No, we might get snowballed like that. Ooh, that is not what you want. Like, the thing is, those carriers kill my entire army, so that might cause a situation where we get just completely snowballed. I think he has better upgrades too. Oh, actually the same upgrades. Yeah, he could just go for the carriers. There's one carrier over here that he can kill quite comfortably. My production is pretty good. My teammate's production is also pretty good, but now he's going to lose his base again. So I'm going to offer to give him more money at some point. Then we can actually try and go for this. This is a pretty... Please, the Zerglings would be very nice here to tank for my bio units. But like these upgrades on the Stalkers are freaking crazy. It's 1-1 against 3-3 at this point. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring all my units together. Drop a lot of mules here because I think I must have a bunch of mules available. And now he can counterattack again with the corruptors if he wants. Let's see, I do have the planetaries. Just make sure he doesn't blink on my planetaries for free. And then we're pretty much chilling, I think. And I don't have concussive shells. Let's get that right away. That would be a good choice. I really just... Okay, that is a... I mean, it's going to work out because of the upgrades, but he's going to lose a lot of stalkers here, which I'm kind of happy with. It's going to stop the snowballing a little bit. And can we actually... Oh, the Zergling's coming out at the perfect time as well. Let's see if I can stop this over here. Oh, man, the stalkers are so freaking strong right now. It's going to be very tight there, guys. Not going to lie. I'm not quite sure if we can kill this many. The corruptors are going for a counter, which are going to do a very good job. We are killing a lot of stalkers from the high ground here, which is fantastic. I don't think there's vision here, so these are really doing a good job. Look at this. Oh, he tried to blink forward with all of them at the same time. I'm going to wall him out there with that depot. That's a very nice play. Yeah, I was trying to micro the Marauder, but they do even more damage than I thought. Okay, here we go. I think we are going to clean up the stalkers eventually. The corruptors are going to be able to take care of the carriers. And I think we're finally going to be able to stop that snowball here, which is exactly what we want. Okay, super, super nice. I think I have another CC that I can dump here for sure. Exactly. There we go. Wait, why are these... Are they walled off? Why are they not returning it to the next command center? I'm not actually quite sure what happened there. Let me just drop some mules here. Don't really like dropping mules on a full base like that. Or like an almost empty base, I should say, right? With the amount of minerals. But right now we just need the extra income. Actually, I can drop a couple of mules over here as well. This base is nicely saturated. We're going to get this base pretty soon. This guy, he's just so rich, the Stalker guy. That's what makes this so freaking difficult. Okay, we need to... I need links here, I think. I don't know if he has enough money to make links. Like, this guy has just... He's maxed on Stalkers. And it's going to be very, very freaking hard to deal with. Like, I think I'm still richer than him. Let me try to back off here real quick. I do have concussive shells now, which is nice. I'm just going to drop a couple of mules over here when I can. Okay, so the stalkers are... The links are coming. That's going to make this trade way better. Like, he can't easily blink down to the low ground. Let me try to give him some money real fast. Need to make sure that I can actually keep up here as well. Okay. There we go. We're going to kill those stalkers. I mean, the trade here is extremely efficient. I send... Just so he knows. So we're going to kill these stalkers once again. I now have, let's see, 2-2 upgrades indeed. Okay, maybe, let's see. Corruptors, top right, maybe. If he said you're uThermal or something at the start, so he should know that I accidentally type in caps lock, so I don't have to worry about it. Like, he has to do something with the corruptors. It doesn't matter exactly what it is. He just has to kill either the carriers or, like, he has these bases. Wait, they're poor. Hold on a second, guys. We're okay. I kind of thought we were cooked unless it was for a miracle. But they don't actually have money. I mean, he has this base on the left side. Also not. Wait. Look, guys. Are we secretly winning this game right now, guys? I think we are. I think that last stock, like, the reason why I thought we were cooked is because we killed this entire army, and then all of a sudden he showed up with like 25 more stalkers with 3-3, and I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, this guy, they have all the bases, he has like 40 gateways. But they were actually somehow all-inning with 3-3. I can't really explain it a better way. All-inning with 3-3 and 1,000,000 gateways. Now, at this point, it was finally a good time for me to get my ghost again. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack the top right, and I'm going to launch the nukes at the same time. Let's see, I'll just make sure to launch over here. And then I'll launch over here. Let's see, he's going to try to snipe the medevacs, which is a very good distraction, actually. Okay, there's a DT here. I hear it. Okay, let me make sure to kill all of these probes. I have another ghost over here. So that's going to drop another nuke. And these nukes are going to be incredibly distracting for them to deal with, of course. Okay, so these cannons are now gone. So I can go for extra nukes over here. Now I can nuke this base as well. And we're denying these. Okay, so my teammate's going to struggle with those DTs a little bit. I'm actually out of gas, so I should probably get more gas specifically for him. Let me try and saturate these. Would have been a good idea anyway, actually. Okay, let me make sure to kill all of these. There's a lot of units back here. Does he have enough stuff to deal with it? I wonder. This ghost has a decent amount of kills. Let's see, I'm just going to have to come back for that. Oh, let me EMP this real quick. I think I have some ghosts over here. Okay, I'm going to get some nice EMPs going. Those are going to be low HP. There we go. We can fight. We can fight. You don't have to run away, my friend. I EMP them for you. Spore also very, very helpful, of course. Let's see. I have One more ghost over here that I'm going to send to the top side. The Corruptors are going to win that fight if he wants to. Okay, oh, there's a couple carries over here. Very, very juicy. There we go. Those carries are going to fall. The nukes are really providing a good distraction at the same time, especially for the red Protoss being stuck back at home. Let's see. Maybe I can... I think I can sneak this one in here, right? Yeah, I'm just trying to help him with the interceptors. There we go. I managed to sneak in here. Good time for me to get the reactors on those starports that I wanted to get like years ago, by the way. And now there's a ghost over or DT over here somewhere. There we go. He does not notice that one so far. Sadly, these ghosts do not have energy. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I looked away. I just... My instinct kicked in. 19 kills, anyway. That's my bad, guys. I know that made for a subpar viewing, but it is what it is. I actually did get that EMP off, luckily. Hold on a second, guys. I think we can go for a little trap over here. I think I heard that DT die, right? Yeah, I did hear that DT die. Okay, so now we're going to go in here. These units are all low. That's why this is dangerous. But that nuke is kind of serving as a little blocker. Like, if he wants to follow me, that could be very, very painful for him. Let's see. Yes, exactly. Oh, beautiful. Nuke on a couple of those Archons. That's exactly what you want to see. Okay. I'm going to do another nuke over here if I can. I'll just nuke right here, actually. Got to make sure that I don't get too trapped over here. Oh, this nuke could hit. It's very close. He needs to be careful with those Corruptors, of course. Oh, look. Yes. The nuke actually did hit. That is fantastic. This one is not going to hit. Wow. Yo, these defensive nukes... or like cutting off nukes, whatever you want to call them, absolutely popping off right now, by the way. Holy. And maybe I can drop another nuke over here. That's probably not going to work, but you never know. This nuke is going to hit the carriers as well. Yo, these nukes are actually going ham right now, guys. I'm going to cancel this just in case. I need to make sure to heal my units back up before we actually get the fight. I'm going to go for a fusion core. And then I'll get my army back together. Let's see. What is their army like right now? It's a lot of... oh, this is very nice for me. Yeah, look at this. Look at this surround. The surround from downtown. Sadly, these are not maximally upgraded. There's also... that turret is actually popping off by... look at that turret right now, guys. Look at that turret. And this turret's also popping off. We're actually going to kill a carrier with those turrets, which is amazing. This is why I needed the medevac upgrade, by the way. Like, my units are low, but I'm out of freaking juice on these medevacs. I'm going to send my teammate a little bit more money here, so he can actually build stuff. I think that is a good idea. Keep in mind that we did see Disruptors, by the way. Disruptors, definitely a unit that can fork me up massively. Okay, so he was going to the bottom base, so that means that he's probably retook this one instead. I didn't lose any supply. I wasn't looking at that. Just I was saying, okay, I do not want to fight into a Colossus. Well, if he wants to fight me, I'll definitely fight into a Colossus, though. Exactly. I'll just drop a nuke over there, and then I'm going to attack the bases again. This oh, look! Oh, he's not going to kill it in time, I think. Oh, that was so close, man. Come on. That was so freaking close, actually. Okay, so that nuke lands, but there wasn't actually anything there. This nuke is not going to kill anything. I'm just going to sneak in here again. Try to nuke that base. This base is getting cooked by DTs right now. A little... oh, wait. I wanted to nuke that. Oh, I guess it was in the army hold key, exactly. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to die to the planetary, sadly. I'm going to go for another nuke over here, and then I'm going to actually cancel a couple medevacs to make more nukes. My teammate has killed the remainders of that army in the bottom side. The Protoss types GG. The second Protoss, I should say. And we have done it in the end. What a freaking game. Another nuke over here. He did a huge mistake. I don't actually remember what it was. You guys might remember, but I've already forgotten about it, to be honest. Had to go pick up my 2 kids. Is that why he made the mistake, or is that why he's still here in the game? Like, I'm actually not quite sure what the excuse is showing here. I respect it, though. GGs are called. And oh my goodness, guys, 3 bangers, and we win them freaking all. But this game, really, I thought we were losing at some point. I guess it's very possible, because like games like this, they get so hectic. At some point, you kind of lose track of how much damage you've already done. Like this Protoss player, okay, he had a lot of gas. He was 166 supply. Yeah, I guess the same thing that I thought about game 1 kind of appeared here again, where I probably should have made more tanks. Though, to be honest, tanks are also not the best unit ever in 2v2, because armies get so big, it becomes easier to snipe tanks, and you have to spread them more. So maybe I should have just gone for... legit, I'm not even kidding, I could have gone for 4 eBays and gotten the planetary and turret upgrade, because I definitely would have needed at least the armor if they would have attacked on this side with the Stalkers. So let's say at least 3 eBays and then work more on getting my upgrades. Like, I was so focused on the nukes past the early game that I forgot about the upgrades. You guys know I get stuck into that. And then all of a sudden I was like, crap, I need to make mass buy units. So then there was the stage where I made buy-ins for 5 minutes. We barely clutched up, and then the nukes came into play again. All in all, a fantastic episode. Let's see. Look at the supply. This guy, 150. This guy, yeah, like, I was actually right here. Like, we were kind of dead. I was 126 without money. My teammate was 98 without money. And this Protoss player was 151. And I think we got lucky that... Well, maybe not lucky. Maybe we did a good job denying bases. Like, my teammate denied the left base over here. We killed this one before. Maybe we denied this one. Maybe the nukes. But if at some point he would have secured these bases, we would have been absolutely cooked. But we weren't. This was a fantastic episode. Almost an hour long, actually, I believe, for 3 games. I guess that's what you get with mass ghosts. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys had a fantastic time, just like I did. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.